So I discovered something recently, something called liminal spaces. It's a new term I hadn't heard of, but something that everyone goes through multiple times in their life. Now, liminal space is that in-between time from where you were or who you were to where you're going to be or who you're going to be. And this can apply to anything in life, waiting for a lift, to becoming a mother if you're pregnant. It could be something as simple as waiting at the doctor's office or waiting in a queue of traffic. But what I really want to get into in this video is how these liminal spaces, how these in-between moments in life, where we can feel really stuck when we're in these moments. It's a natural human thing to be, to feel stuck, because it's a time of uncertainty. And as a human beings, we don't like to feel uncertain. That dates back thousands and thousands of years where, if we were in a place of uncertainty, if we didn't know where we were going or where our next food source was, that was dangerous. If there was a predator around the corner, if we didn't know where we were, time of uncertainty. But in these modern days, it's not like that. These times, these in-between times where we feel uncertain can be a huge time of growth. And this is what I want to share with you in this video, what I've recently discovered for myself. It's game changing, and I hope from watching this video you too will find it super useful. And this video is for anyone who might feel anxious or uncertain. Maybe you're waiting in between jobs, perhaps you're pregnant, you're going to become a mother. It's for anyone who is in one of those in-between moments. This video is for you. I dedicate it to you, and I hope that it helps you. I know it will. In fact, it's a beautiful day. Let's head outside. This video is for anyone who feels lost, anxious, or uncertain. Maybe you're between jobs waiting to become a parent. These transitional phases can feel overwhelming because they lack structure. As humans, we are wired to crave and to want certainty. So when we're in these gaps, it's natural to feel uneasy. But what if we could reframe these moments? What if we could see them as opportunities rather than obstacles? Let's start by understanding what a liminal space is. So the word liminal space comes from the Latin limen, meaning threshold. It's like standing in a doorway between who you were and who you're becoming. These spaces aren't just physical, they're emotional, mental, and even physiological. So if you think about puberty, pregnancy, or the gap after graduating university, you've just completed your degree, you've had the most amazing few years learning and growing, and then suddenly there's a gap. You don't know what you're going to do. It's really uncertain. For a lot of people, this is reality. And that's why some people go travelling. They take a gap year. And a mother who is pregnant, she isn't quite who she used to be before she was pregnant, and she isn't quite a mum yet. She's at that in-between stage, and naturally, that can feel overwhelming. It can feel uncertain. But these are all liminal spaces, and they're part of life's natural rhythm. It's a completely natural state as a human. The challenge is that our brains are hardwired to avoid uncertainty. We don't like it, because back in the Stone Age, uncertainty often meant danger, like not knowing where your next meal was coming from or if a predator was nearby. Today, we don't face those same threats, but our brains still react the same way. When we're in a liminal space, we feel the urge to rush out of it. We don't want to stay there. So we want to, as quickly as possible, get out of that in-between time, that gap, to find safety and certainty as quickly as possible. But here's the thing, rushing pretty much always leads to decisions that aren't right for us. So, what's the alternative? Well, instead of trying to escape the liminal space, instead of trying to rush out of it, we can learn to embrace it. Think of it like this. You're on a flight. You're not in control of the plane, but you're safe. You have two ways of thinking about this while you're on a flight. You can either be super anxious because you're not in control, you're not the pilot and you're not flying the plane, and you might be worried about what's going to happen. Or you can embrace this time, be aware that you are completely safe. You have this time to yourself, completely to yourself. There's no distractions, there's no Wi-Fi, no obligations. You can read, you can journal, you can meditate, you can just relax. It's a gift, not a burden. The same applies to life's liminal spaces. They're opportunities to pause, reflect, and grow. If you're between jobs, use this time to explore new possibilities. If you're waiting to become a parent, focus on preparing yourself mentally and emotionally. Learn everything you can to be the best parent you can be. If you're unsure about your next step, just take small actions. Try new things, meet new people, and see where it leads. It's okay to feel uncertain. In fact, it's normal. But instead of letting that uncertainty paralyze you and stop you from growing, use it as a catalyst for growth. Personal development often happens in these in-between moments. You have the chance to figure out what you really want, what your values are, and who you want to become. So, if you're in a liminal space right now, take a deep breath. Let's do it right now. And know that this time it won't last forever. It's just temporary. It's a bit like that saying, this too shall pass. I love that. But you want to stay proactive. And also be kind to yourself. And embrace the uncertainty. There is no danger. There's no lion around the corner. Use it as an opportunity for growth. Because this too shall pass this time, and when it does, you'll be stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's next. So life's liminal spaces aren't something to worry about. They're not a time for anxiety at all. They're something to embrace. They're a chance to pause, reflect, and truly grow. So the next time you find yourself in one, remember it's not a gap. It's a threshold. And on the other side, there's something amazing waiting for you, trust me. Can you do me one thing? If this video resonated with you, if you enjoyed it, please give it a quick like for me. It helps my channel enormously. And if you know someone who might benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. That would be amazing. Let me know in the comments if you are in a liminal space. I'd love to know what you're going through, and let's have a chat, let's connect. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.